GameStop has launched a search for a new CEO. Rocket, rocket, rocket. I appreciate the heads up. I've been applying for a new job and GameStop CEO somehow missed my original career scope. I appreciate the heads up. I've been applying for a new job and GameStop CEO somehow missed my original career scope. You just need to update your resume and highlight your leadership skills. How hard can it be? Should assistant manager of Long John Silver's be included? I tend to leave it off as it's been over a decade since I held it, but maybe it'll be the deciding factor? Just change it around instead of asked MGR of Long John Silver. Try asked MGR of logistics and public relations of a seafood enterprise. Bro, I'ma send you my resume. I need your help. Just change janitor to sanitation engineer. You can add experience with handling hazardous materials to that job as well. Winking face. Yes, specialization in biohazards. Totally true. You can add engineer as well. You're always having to fix broken crap the company's too cheap to replace. Add ability to solve problems independently in a fiscally responsible environment. Master of the custodial arts. Don't worry user, I plowed your mom, you got my email on the back of her card. Send me the doc and I'll help you out. Reddit link. Wholesome Reddit. GME owners are some of the best people walking the planet. Epping heroes taking on corporate malfeasance and governmental incompetence while helping the needy. You're using too big of words for fellow apes. I'm using malfeasance tomorrow as many times as I can without looking up the definition. Pizza boy to nutrition distribution specialist. Be glad to help. It's all in the wording of your job duties to some techie smart sounding word. Like a Walmart stocker could be a ferrite coordinator responsible for thousands of products reaching their destinations. Okay, now do anal lube bottle filler. I've been working on it but it always slides out of my grasp. Lubrication fluid dynamics technician. Friction coefficient reduction engineer. Now you're getting the hang of it. Dildonic systems analyst. Holy crap, I like you. Of course. Don't let your memes be dreams. Long John Silver's assistant manager was your calling then, GameStop CEO is your calling now. I had a kid come buy a car today at our dealership. When we asked him what his job was, he said customer experience coordinator. He is a cashier at a gas station. No wonder. This is why he sounded like he didn't give a crap during the earnings call, laughing out loud. This is what everyone that was paying attention was saying, but getting drowned out by the "that was effing it" lame crowd. He didn't even highlight omnichannel. That's how I knew something was up. Yeah, it's unfortunate that a lot of apes don't get that if there's nothing you have to say, you just stay quiet. Upvote/downvote, but don't clutter this place with useless opinions. Oh well. I mean, we can't expect much else from our smooth brains. This is what I suspected as well. Just email me the script, thanks. He wants to get terminated so he can sell all his stock at these absurd prices without telling anyone. Why the F would you want to risk losing 10x your money just to be CEO? A CEO should be someone that believes in their company and its potential, which means they wouldn't want to rush to sell stock. See Ryan Cohen, he isn't concerned about the stock price, only about improving the company. Exactly, which is why the current CEO wants out ASAP. He doesn't believe and will dump his stock at the first chance he has. I don't even think it's that. Didn't he get recommended for a seat on the board? We already suspected he was getting ousted as CEO, but many forget he made good moves to help position GameStop during COVID. He has good insight to where his strengths are, they just aren't in e-commerce. Not just that, but respect is deserved for someone who's willing to accept that they are not the person for the job. We could use more CEOs and leaders with that level of self-awareness. /user deepifying value, ascend to your throne. Reddit link. He should be head of shareholder relations. Headband of shareholder relations. Headband of shareholder needs and votes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes. I hate that this works so well, F you for making me read that. I was moved to proclaim it out loud, F. If we can have a technoking of Tesla, we can have a headband of shareholder relations. Hello, this is GameStop, please hold. I got leaps, who should I communicate to? r/ma they need dunk contest contestants. Reddit link. They need dunk contest judges. My boy Stanley was robbed. Dunk contest? Calling in r/Eve. Reddit link. Makes sense to see mommies here, considering we're all tucked. You better believe GME is coming up in May. Honestly, /user deepifying value would be a better fit for some sort of VP of community outreach / community affairs role. Back when he was first doxxed by the media, he did an interview and talked about donating money to his town for a running track, or something along those lines. That's just with his own personal money. Imagine the community changes he could make on behalf of a multi-billion company that he arguably was a catalyst for, and that's assuming he'd even want to work. Being retired at ~35 isn't a hard sell. Reddit link. Retiring that young is boring. Cohen retired for a minute after selling Chewy but got so bored he came back. Keith was an elite athlete. That mindset doesn't lend itself to an idle life. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? Damn, that's insane that DFV is almost a sub 4-minute miler and ran with the fastest Americans. Being a T and F guy myself back in the day, I am even more impressed now with DFV. True effing legend, no contest. Imagine being able to run a sub 4 minutes mile with diamond balls the size of basketballs between your legs. Has, or had, several T and F records at his university if I remember correctly. He can also bench 375. And is only 0.2 seconds behind Usain Bolt for the fastest 100 meters dash. I heard he can do 2-man push-ups. I heard he can drop toast, butter side up. I heard he has no understanding of clouds, and his earwax tastes like Turkish delight. I heard he likes the stock. I like how this is being extolled as a virtue, as if we should all aspire to not understand clouds. I mean, how many man push-ups do you need? He already told you. 2. 1 for each man. I heard DFV doesn't do push-ups. It's my understanding he does earth downs. He once beat the crap out of Chuck Norris. That's where he got the headband, story goes. They now play bridge together. And then Chuck brought GME. Earned my respect forever, as I am just finding this out myself. I ran in high school and a little bit in college before my knee kind of gave out from all the mileage, and to get anything close to 4 minutes is insanely impressive. He's a god on the track and a god in the stock game, so based on that track record, no pun intended, suggests that he'd be an elite executive as well. He's one of those who can put his mind to anything and succeed, as both track and stocks is some natural skill of course, but a lot of mental power as well. I love you DFV, heart, heart, rocket, rocket. There are 2 types of retirement. Most people think of old people in Florida or Arizona golfing and attending potlucks. That's type 1. Type 2 retirement is where you don't have to work for money, so you spend your time working on whatever you really want to work on as much as you want to work on it, and not have to worry about the money. I have a friend that is type 2 retired. He is really passionate about giving opportunities to children with special needs, so he operates a non-profit to teach kids how to sail and takes a $1 salary. He probably works 20 hours or so a week from April to October and then heads off to his house in Mexico for the winter, where he just sips drinks on the beach all winter, being type 1 retired. He could probably make some money running the org if he needed it, but he just puts his efforts towards something that keeps him busy-ish, that he really cares about. It's crazy how many people I've had to explain this to. It's like some people have no passion or hobbies outside of their job. Depressing. I'd love to be type 2 retired. I've told a few friends and some of them say you'd be so bored. I have no idea how I would get bored. I'm type 2 retiring at $800,000. Probably take a year off to travel full time, and then finding something to do to make till to $20,000 a year. Even if I have to go back to software development, that's only 200 hours a year. Yeah, I don't understand the bored thing. My job generally gets in the way of my hobbies. I talked to one of my professors months ago and he's the only person I've met who actually is doing what they want to be doing. Made me rethink some things. I want to get to the point where I work for what I want to do and not have to worry about bills and such. Yeah, if you have enough money to retire in your 30s and you get bored, it's simply because you're boring, not because retiring is. Retiring doesn't equate to idleness. The freedom to pursue whatever you'd like is true retirement. Who retires and becomes idle? You start learning to play piano, and art, etc., etc. You think a guy that diamond hands at $50 million would want to retire at 35? Did someone say A, rocket, S, rocket, C, rocket, E, rocket, N, rocket, D, rocket? Original poster replies. He should be the next CFO, Papa Cohen can be the CEO, rocket, 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 edit, full article here. Web link. Cohen is already above the CEO. It is possible to be chairman and CEO. Yes. Not from a Jedi. Not a position the Hedgies would tell you about. Have you ever heard the legend of Elon the Musk? I thought not. It's not a story Citadel would tell you. Crapoddle. Please refer to them as their legal name, not their nickname. It's been said riding stonks to the moon is a pathway to ability some consider to be unnatural. Then I call dibs on CEO. Maybe I will. After all, who has a better vision for GME but user debriefing value? Reddit link. Honestly, probably someone with the qualifications and experience to not only run a large corporation but also shepherd its transition from traditional brick-and-mortar retail to cutting-edge 21st century e-commerce. I like him too, but the ability to identify and leverage undervalued stocks is completely different from running a giant company that's frankly struggling to get with the times despite its long-term potential. I second this motion. Okay. Now the price getting tanked makes sense. We receive good news and the stock takes a tumble. Edit. I really appreciate the award. Smiley face. I was trying to add a bit of humor to the drop, but I don't think it landed great, so thank you. Thumbs up. Edit. Thanks again for the rewards, guys. Going to bed feeling accomplished. Smiley face. Gemstone. Celebratory hands in the air. There was a pretty big price spike seen when Moment CEO news came out. Was reading in post of user Corno4825 that the spike was 500,000 of volume in 2 minutes right after the announcement. That's a rough $69.000.000,00 in shares scooped up. Okay. That was really interesting. That was over 500,000 trades in 2 minutes and the price shot up by $5 plus. It was a very strange blip, and I have no idea what could have caused that. Alright, so this is very interesting. GameStop announced right at 1:26 that it would be looking for a new CEO. What I'm assuming happened was that someone with a lot of money waited for this to be announced so they can buy all those shares. Seeing the stock price and volume bump would make people wonder what's going on. They would look for GME news and this would pop up. The fact that the price was pushed down immediately is becoming a pattern here, like on every other good news moment like earning report and Ryan Cohen chairman announcement. There was immense downward pressure as well, being pushed by most probably the short positions. Edit spelling. Reddit link. Buying up shares in the dark pool, selling shares on the open market. That way retail buying pressure equals no rise in price, but they can sell to drop. Few posts floating around go into detail about it. Price is 100% manufactured. Price is 100% manufactured. Unfortunately, think you are absolutely right. Just based on stream of good news lately and Amazon/Chewy for e-commerce transition, the real value should at least already see somewhere near $100 or couple $100 higher share price. Even if you would keep aside potential of GME short positions to squeeze, I believe just in fundamental value GME is already a strong asymmetric bet for profit at current price. Of course, also this is no financial advice. Wizard of Oz curtain crap. Terry's two monoliths possible controlling. One to me is like, A. Whatever, you do you. The second possibility, though? Scares me quite a bit because that might mean prices control the woo-woo way through. That would suck. They took a risk so great that they have placed themselves in a position where the only way to avoid insolvency is for GameStop to go bankrupt. They don't have any other out. Giving up means losing it all, because they have not covered their shorts. I expect all types of dirty tricks and psychological warfare. If the top of the entire pyramid is the one handling the situation and not the players who are losing, it's in complete control now, and that means it will control the rest of the way. The dirtiest of tricks. Pure conjecture on that point though, because otherwise it's the MMS in control, to which who gives a crap. They're just manning the spring. Wait, what? I've been looking for user Corno4825 for the past week and thought he'd retreated up the tree for a while. You mean to tell me this ape is still sharing wisdom? Reddit link. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.